Girls, what do you actually think when you notice a guy checking you out? This poor man has reached rock bottom. I refuse to go out with any girl whose standards are so low she would go out with a guy like me. I'll rock your bottom or not, but the joke part of my brain needed to say it. I usually check my appearance, to make sure I haven't spilled any food on my shirt, or left any on my face or stuck in my teeth, etc. Yeah, how do you know he's checking you out or just looking at you? The little glances over the phone or book are very sweet and flattering. I find it super endearing if I catch him staring and he quickly looks away. It makes me smile and blush. It is a nice feeling when someone is attracted to you. But if the person is straight up leering, not breaking eye contact, and smiling like an evil clown, that is a big creepy no. What if I put my finger gun on my temple and pretend to blow my brains out? Do they get a pass if they actually are an evil clown? Better yet, what do you think when we immediately look away when we notice that you noticed? Happened not so long ago, so I tried the yawning trick to see if he was looking at me, so I yawned, and when I looked over he was yawning. I was like, huh, gotcha, lol. I'll do you one better. What do guys think when they notice the girl or checking out has noticed you? Oh, I only notice that guys were checking me out if they look away embarrassed. If they just stare, I think that they are creepy or zoning out. When guys are checking me out, I'm never really sure if they check me out because they are interested or because I have done something embarrassing. Mostly I cannot believe that someone is checking me out, so I just decide that they must be really drunk, the kind that makes a 4 look like a 9. Look around to see who he's checking out. She might be cute. Ouch. I was at an event downtown, and everyone started dancing including me. An attractive man comes over to dance with me, but I stop dancing and start looking around to see who he's really trying to dance with. Ruin the moment. If a guy is looking at me, I'm more inclined to believe he thinks I look weird or that something has happened to my clothes, for example ripped or smudged. Him thinking I look nice is in my head so unlikely that I don't usually consider it as a possibility. Same. I wondering if I screwed up my makeup somehow, or if I have some ungodly stain somewhere. Rarely do I think, oh, I must look good today. This thought is amplified if I find him attractive. If I find him attractive, then I assume he's out of my league and there is something wrong with my appearance. I still do this, and my husband and I have been together for 10 years. Seriously, I just gonna assume I have food or dirt on me or my hair is a mess. Guys do stare at me sometimes, but I ugly so it not out of checking me out. I have tattoos, so I think sometimes they looking at my arms. A mixture of flattered and uncomfortable. When a guy checks me out, I'm usually just standing by his side waiting for the cashier to return the change. And for anyone wondering on what dictates whether it's flattering or creepy, it's a combination of the setting, the actual look on your face, where you looking on us, and basically whether you attractive. Edit. This is specific to when men are checking out women. Some people say there is an order for how important these factors are, and my first is definitely the setting, location. If I at work or getting into an elevator, it's obviously creepy. There are much better ways of making an impression or being attractive, if when ogling me up and down doesn't work, that I'm probably overthinking it and that I shouldn't be so conceited. 3 years ago a guy looked me in the eye and told me his friend thought I was cute, and my mind is still trying to convince me that he was talking to someone else or was just joking. Hey look, it's me. I feel this so much. Oh man, these responses are depressing. So in a better explained way, here's my take. Staring or leering is a problem. If you make conversation, it may seem like a no big deal question to you, but don't ask super early on what area we live in, as it sets off alarms. If we glance at you repeatedly in a serious looking or upset looking way, take no offense, we probably been creeped on and followed or God knows what else in this area before and are rightfully paranoid. If we react this way, it is likely not a reflection on you. Being attractive helps, sure, that the case for both genders, but so does seeming a bit shy about getting caught looking at us. You know, the whole briefly embarrassed thing. Most girls, if interested, will continue to look up and in your direction with a small smile or something. To test interest, a small wave next time you make eye contact can help ensure you headed in the right direction and that you're taking things gradually enough to test the waters versus just striding up to her with a "how you doing." The thing you want if you interested in asking out a strange woman you're checking out is to make sure we feel comfortable with you versus pursued by you. Please don't talk to me mainly because I can't handle social interactions like that. Just remember, they're more scared of you than you are of them. Usually flattered unless it feels creepy. Like, don't stare or touch yourself. So you're saying that furiously masturbating while maintaining eye contact is not flirting? That explains a lot. If I catch a quick glance or a brief whimsical stare, it's very flattering. It perks my day up a little. Catching someone actively and dedicatedly staring makes me deeply uncomfortable and, depending on the setting, unsafe. I immediately assess threat level. Maybe just for safety reasons at first. Is he creepy, cocky, or just a confident dude? If a guy is just checking me out, it's flattering as long as he's not flat out staring or undressing me with his eyes. If a guy looks flustered when you notice him, that can be endearing. Even more so if he can gather the confidence to talk to you. The guy who is confident enough to look at you but looks like he can respectfully take no for an answer gets all the points. Politeness helps in this regard, and physical attractiveness is obviously important for both men and women, but how you come off initially can make you that much more or less attractive. Edit. Yes, I am aware not all men are bad people. Threats. Assessing threat level can also refer to the specific situation you are in, not just the individual. Am I in a safe place, or does this seem like the kind of situation I could get taken advantage of in? I think most women naturally make this assessment in the span of exactly 1 second. Is he creepy, cocky, or just a confident dude? Those are the choices? Depends if I'm attracted to him or not. I usually get 30-plus-year-old men. I 18, so it creeps me out and I usually change direction or go away. He can't see me anymore, which usually works. A few times I even followed though. If I am attracted to him, I usually give him a look back of some sort. Casual flirting with the eyes. Dude, I always get stared at by older men. I'm talking like 40 plus. How would I know if an individual checks me out? I know an individual looks in my direction, but that can be for any reason. They would have to make it pretty obvious. It's not like they're looking at you with a knack and rapey eyes or whatever. Sometimes other individuals look in my direction, for all I know they are checking me out. They could also just be interested what type of coat I'm wearing or be in awe of the 97mm wheels under my skateboard. I kind of feel that individuals that feel they are being checked out just automatically assume the intent most favorable for their ego of voting for a knack and rapey eyes. Made me laugh. Honestly, I really dislike being approached in general, so most of the time it's oh god, 20 seconds to awkward letdown. Basically, I have to balance being polite about saying no, but also not too nice to give guys any ideas that it's fine to keep talking to me. I'll leave some tips about how to approach women with respect, but I'm super jaded, so please take these do's and don'ts with a grain of salt. Do not follow them to gauge if you're attracted enough to approach. A friend of mine does not see the problem with this. Walk up to them and touch them. Stare/ogle/point at someone you find attractive. Continue hitting on someone when their body language or tone of voice does not communicate reciprocity. Do. Compliment us on what we chose to adorn, shoes, jewelry, perfume ourselves with, not our body. Be respectful. Stand up for us if you see someone being weird to us. So basically be a normal person. If they seem nice, I'll appreciate it. If they seem creepy, I feel dirty and want to leave ASAP. It doesn't matter if they're ugly or not. I had ridiculously good-looking guys check me out and they were super creepy, and unattractive guys check me out, but they seemed nice or whatever. You can tell usually from intuition. Honestly, all the rule 1 and 2 comments in this thread are upsetting and frustrating to me, because that's genuinely not what happens, and it shows a basic lack of understanding of the fear-based response this stuff causes in women. If there's any correlation, it's possibly that men who know how to come across as attractive also know how to navigate social situations with ease and make people feel safe. It's genuinely nothing to do with body shape, facial features, or anything else. If a guy is flirting with me, he tends to stare me in the eyes for slightly longer than how much he should. This can happen in every context, and by doing it he is saying I've noticed you and I like you, and he is looking if you are interested too by exchanging glances. It doesn't bother me and I think it's pretty cute. Now, to the bad part. It's rare that a girl likes to be checked out in her daily life, because we don't like to feel like we are sexual objects every freaking moment and yada yada. We do make an exception, not all of us. Not always if the context is a party or another nightlife activity, like in a bar and so on, because we may be there to flirt as well and that kind of stuff is more expected. I used to notice, it made me feel very uncomfortable. Either I was worried the guy wanted something from me or that something was wrong with my appearance. Some guys seemed to really enjoy staring at me until I shyly looked away. Now I just don't notice them. My husband finds it funny because a group of men could be leering at me and I will just look through them like they are nothing. If a guy tries to stare at me until I look away, every woman knows this stare. I pull an ugly face and stare back. Some guys have made the mistake of thinking this is an open invitation to talk to me, so I just say no flat out. Basically, I am so fatigued from guys checking me out that I'm a stone cold bitch about it. For the record, I am not even hot. I am slightly overweight and have resting bitch face. I feel really sorry for attractive women because it's not all men who openly ogle, just a lot of them. Reading the comments, I have found the perfect formula for girls to not think that you're a creep. Step 1. Be attractive. Step 2. Don't be unattractive.